Okay. I read one last thing. Hey, hello. This is more of kind of a ramble, but I figured since I don't actually have any other idea, I figured it's been a while since we've played Hive, and I figured I would use the opportunity to also play Hive since I've been doing a lot of Java recently, if y'all couldn't tell. Anyways, new monthly costume. He actually looks pretty cool. It actually doesn't look that bad of a costume. I think Mystic thinks it's pretty cool. You can tell. Also, I'm a bit under the weather in terms of allergies, so apologies for my running nose. It's really bad today for some reason. Um, we have a good amount of Better Wars stuff to do, but we also have a good amount of murder mystery stuff to do. So I figured I would just talk about some stuff that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but I honestly wanted Rivals SMP to end. Mainly, I wanted to wait until it to end so I can talk about some of the stuff I wanted to mention, just because I don't know, it didn't really sit right with me when if I talked about it throughout Rivals SMP, because it's funny that I do Rivals, and this is kind of how I can tell that how things are going in terms of content between both the channels and such.
His Furistic says I'll watch I show speed, for I gooned you, to
What?
Skibidi, it's your yat, and brothers too, why I riz to I rizzed, it was all to mew, hawk tuer.
Man, I'm so happy Brain Rot did not infect me. Oh man, listen. Trust me, I would be the most, like, actually down bad brain rotted kid if I consumed brain rot. I would. I'm fucking autistic. Like, I feel like it would be worse. Like, my brain's already melted as it is from just being on the internet. The fact that I avoid brain rot is just like, I feel like the second I consume it, it's just gonna fucking kill me. Anyways, I was using this to talk. Pretty much I've done everything with Hive's Halloween stuff, besides from a few of the challenges, I believe, that are within the tickets. I figured let's just queue some Better Wars games. If the Better Wars games don't go well, then we'll just go from there. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm basically gonna treat this like it's a normal Hive grinding stream that I normally would do on an alt channel, but except it's on the main channel. That's basically the only difference. So, it's funny, like, what was I saying before? Oh, yeah. So it's funny because I get asked a lot what Rivals SMP is, and it's ironic that I've gotten to a point with the VOD channel in terms of YouTube content that the VOD channel for Rivals SMP VODs is doing like literally 3 times better than it does when I stream it. That's how kind of, how do I say it, bad we've gotten with this Twitch channel. And I know it's like I'm coming on here and saying, oh, this fucking channel's dead and all that, but it's like, let's be real, it's not. It's far from it. But I will talk about some stuff that I do not like right now that I forget the initial trade is always sweaty, so I gotta. Let's go. Damn. Yeah, done. Alright, cool. Sorry, I had to just win that because initial fights are always sweaty like that. It's funny because I look at the VOD channel and it's something I never expected. I never expected the VOD channel to do better with Java, aka just Java Minecraft or Rivals SMP content, compared to Bedrock stuff. The only Bedrock content that seems to be doing really good right now is Soulsteel, which is reasonable because it's a brand new featured server, you know? And it's actually addictive and fun if you love speedrunning and dungeons and shit, so It's actually a really good server, and I highly recommend it. I know a lot of people, more people have been shitting on it. I think just for the fact that one, Minecraft is promoting it a lot. I don't see why that's a reason to shit on it. Maybe that's just me. And then the fact that the server has a subscription-based rank, which the argument I have for that is this is made by Noxcrew, and for some reason most Java servers do subscription-based ranks, so that's kind of just a common thing in Java. Don't know why it's common. Honestly, I don't think it should be, but here it... Damn. I didn't even know brother was behind me. Like, I actually had no clue he was behind me. Bro was just chasing me. Like, what the fuck? I need this, so I'm getting one more of this. Thank you. You're just... What are you doing? Didn't even work, and I know you have a pickaxe. I can't let you do that. Like, you're not getting it, buddy. I don't know why you thought you were getting that. You're just not. Anyways, alright, finally. Jesus. I didn't think the first game of Bed Wars would be this sweaty, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, here we are. In conclusion, Rivals SMP was fun. I had an amazing time. There were some bumps in the road, but I think overall it was good. It was a success, and I am happy I did it. However, with Rivals SMP ending, I kind of have been thinking for a while, especially during Rivals SMP, I've been thinking just on stuff. And it's mainly to do with how Twitch is right now. That's kind of where I'm at right now with Twitch. It's not the fact that this channel is dead, 'cause let's be real, the channel probably will never be the same since it was back in like 2020 era, 2021, and stuff like that. I've kind of already, we're far past that already, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh my god, bro, like, sorry, I didn't expect this first game to be so sweaty, holy shit. Alright, there we go. I tried using the wind charge there, but he unfortunately built blocks and I couldn't use it. Anyways, yeah, no, we're far past kind of the era of trying to believe that I could get back to the same kind of viewership I once had. Yeah, no, we're far past that. That's kind of already dead in the road, basically. However, let me just say one thing, and I think we can... He left the game. Alright, cool, we still want one. I think we're all in agreement to this. At least I'm in agreement of this. And compared to most other streamers that I've talked to who are kind of in the smaller boat I am, Twitch fucking sucks right now. Twitch fucking sucks. I'm sorry. As much as this is the #1 platform I do content on and only started doing YouTube VOD content in late 2024, I haven't really taken it seriously until this year. Twitch fucking sucks. It's not good at all. The changes they're doing, the shit that the CEO is doing. I mean, fuck, I don't even know if the CEO has like an actual brain. I think people just call him Dan Felinsky or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm just gonna say Dan, just to simplify it for me. But I don't know the route we are going with this platform. I have no idea. I think it all started before Rivals SMP, where they were implementing the changes with the bots, where essentially they were having a new system where it pretty much tracks bots. And on paper, that sounds great, because I don't want bots being tracked. But when your system is so bad that it's tracking actual people, like, that tanks so many small streamers' viewerships and motivations. For those of you who don't know, I hide pretty much everything in terms of stuff. The only time I ever learn how the Twitch channel's doing is via analytics and I've been having a recent bad habit of looking at that due to the new Twitch changes because I'm just wanting to know how things are going. And yeah, the analytics definitely show a lot of the Twitch changes. They're not good. But at the moment right now, essentially, if you are a lurker, someone who doesn't type in chat that often, someone who probably just lurks, I do also just want to say, if you're a lurker, I thank you. You generally help the channel a lot, and you help a lot of other channels as well, because I do appreciate lurkers. I love them a lot. Are you gonna dip, or are you gonna try to break? You should be dipping. Alright. Anyways, I appreciate y'all a lot. You guys help the channel and help many other channels a lot. Unfortunately, I am sorry to inform you, your lurking majority of the time doesn't help anymore. Twitch has kind of changed, and from my understanding, it doesn't seem like they're gonna revert it since it's been literally a couple of months and they have not done shit in terms of like the issue that's popped up where lurkers are counting as you know, not viewers. More info has actually came out about stuff that's been changing behind the scenes, and one thing I have learned is if you are the type of person to have multiple tabs opened up on Twitch, say for example you have 2 streamers you're watching and then you decide you want to open a 3rd streamer or a 4th streamer, you will not count as a viewer anymore. Twitch has decided to just say fuck you, and if you have multiple tabs open, you are just not counting. I don't know why, I don't understand it at all, but this is where we are at. He banked that. God fucking damn it. I tried making it to where he couldn't. Oh, you want to laugh? Oh man, this guy wants to die. Oh, this man wants to be targeted so badly. Let's go. Huge. I'll definitely go for him. But anyways, as I was saying, if you have multiple tabs opened up, you will not count as a viewer anymore. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand why these are the way things are now. I don't understand why things haven't been reverted, and I've kind of just been living knowing that I'm just gonna have to live with these changes. And it's tanked my entire motivation. Oh no, it's fucking tanked it. Like, not even just in terms of like, just happy to do this. It's the fact that I've always made a rule for myself, and that rule is, if I at least have 1 or 2 people watching, it's all good. I am at least making one of those people stay. It's the fact that I can't even tell if I'm even making someone happy anymore is what's devastating to me. And that's kind of what's been tanking my motivation to even stream on this platform right now. It hasn't been good mentally for me, I'll just say that. But I don't know. It's odd to me because it's like we've never had this issue really before on this platform, at least for me personally, and it's just been a bit rough. But I'm kind of just dealing with it right now. There's not really good news to this. It fucking sucks that there's not, but in hindsight, there's not. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to my base then, because I'm not gonna make it to where you are gonna do that. I'm just gonna stay at my base, because essentially he has... Hello? Essentially he has that, and he's just gonna try to loop me and flank me, so I'm not gonna let that happen, and I'm gonna just stay here. I think that's for the better. Yeah, we'll just do that. I could wind charge because he's incoming. Yeah. On. He die? Oh no, he didn't. Okay. Did he cover himself up? No, he didn't. What are you doing, dude? Are you fucking serious? I actually can't do anything because of the way this is angled. Fuck, he really went that way? Oh, wait, your thing broke. Huge. And he's just gonna bank everything. That's fine. I'm just gonna stay here. What was I talking about before I got interrupted again? I really thought Bed Wars was not gonna be this sweaty today. It's not that he's sweaty, it's more of just kind of he's playing it smart. He's playing it smart and annoying at the same time. See, he bought another one. See, he's just playing it very smart and annoying. That's really all it is right now. And that's fine, you know, there's not a whole lot I can really do about that right now, unfortunately. Besides just watch him. I'm gonna just buy one of these, I think. It's fine. I could buy a bow. I feel like I kind of have to at this rate, because he's just kind of sitting there. I don't know what he's doing. But it's also the fact that no one else has rushed him. True. So real for that. I'm not moving though, because my plan's just to wait until Gray actually has a brain and fucking just goes and does stuff, you know? The fact that I missed him is insane. What is your plan here? Okay. Not gonna bother. What was I on about before I got interrupted? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, long story short, Twitch hasn't been the same. It hasn't felt the same. Phone, shut up. It hasn't felt the same. And I kind of just have given up. If it wasn't obvious, the only things I've really have been streaming recently have been any hype Friday Night Funkin' mods that have been dropping that I've been looking forward to, or just the occasional random things that I'm looking forward to drop, and then I'm just like, okay, let me play that, and that's just kind of where I go from there. I need to get over here before he fireballs me, because that's not good. Keep using that. Keep on using it. Yeah, you ain't doing that. Your ass ain't living, bruh. Woo. Huge. Alright. I need to now go for Aqua, because Aqua's just gonna go for my base. Yeah, there he goes. Try bowing him. He wasn't here. Oh. Oh, he died. Not huge. I actually won the game. Let me actually go to hub and talk for a bit because I didn't realize that would be this distracting. So with talking about Twitch and everything, I think someone had just asked what is Rivals SMP. If you didn't know what Rivals SMP was, it was a Java SMP that I joined due to Adela. Shouts out to Adela. You may know her. She used to be a longtime viewer of mine. Now kind of works on different stuff, including her own content, and she basically had DM'd me during my subathon. That's how far back this goes, by the way. During this year's subathon, she had DM'd me and was like, hey, there's this SMP that they're looking for people. They want to, you know, want other people to join. And she kind of just gave me the, notify me saying, hey, this SMP exists. We would love you to join. I'm like, I'll probably apply for it after my subathon. And then that subathon proceeded to last 49 days, by the way. Good job on that. That was a crazy subathon for this year. After the subathon, I applied for the SMP, and it felt like it was going to be more of a serious SMP, since I think Jervy, shouts out to Jervy, he had interviewed me for it beforehand, because we had to do interviews, and it kind of gave me the green lit to start working on the switch to Java. Now, before I say anything, I'm not fully switching to Java. I'm sticking with Bedrock. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just something that kind of resonates with me. I don't really know how to really describe it besides kind of just say it just reminds me of, it feels like home. I know that sounds fucking cringe and fucking stupid, but like, I guess it's just because I've done this for so long and I've done pretty much nothing else besides Hive. I've also pretty much have met every single one of my friends, and without the server, I wouldn't have friends, wouldn't even have an outlet like I do right now with Twitch and the support I have right now to this day. I wouldn't be able to get invited to like all these events and all this stuff. I wouldn't even have that name to do any of that. People would literally see me as a nobody, you know? And because of this server, I have all of that. And I feel like it would just feel odd to me if I moved away from it for just some random reason. I feel like the only way I would ever move away from this server is if the staff team ended up not being good people, which I know they are. I'm talking about like the main staff. I know there have been issues in the past, but that's with people that are not like the owners, is what I'm saying. Either that or Hive World shut down. Those would probably be the only two reasons I would ever move away from Bedrock. Bedrock's pretty much permanent. You will forever see Bedrock content on this channel, on this Twitch channel, and for YouTube. That's just permanently gonna happen. But I figured with this Java SMP, I would pretty much kill a couple of tasks. It's pretty much what I like to just say multitasking. So essentially with me joining Rivals SMP, I wanted a way to fix my social anxiety, because if you guys don't know, I have really bad social anxiety. Never wanted to do a whole lot of collabs back in the day. You ever wondered why I collabed with the same people over and over again? It was always Unleashed. Shout out to Unleash. Shout out to Aaron Star. I think his name is Aaron or Aaron. I don't know. I always called him Star Gaming. Yo Stony, which by the way, I don't know if you'll ever. I mean, shit. I don't think Yo Stony keeps it out of my content. I know I'm in his server instead, but Yo Stony, I saw that you mentioned Minecraft or Hive not too long ago in your server. Hope you're doing well, man. I heard you tried doing some DJ stuff. Seemed pretty cool. I mean, my character's literally a DJ, so yeah. I don't think anyone remembers Yo Stony, but man, just a lot of OG streamers I used to collab with. Of course, Gigi the puppy, and of course there was that one guy. It, yeah, we don't talk about that one. If you guys know who I'm referring to. Anyways, there's just been a lot of people I have collabed with, and the only reason I've collabed with the same people is because I was comfortable talking with them after one time. That's why I only ever did one collab with Ali and Officio, because I still get social anxiety, but I feel like I could definitely collab with Officio on some other things. I think he does variety now. I don't know. So is Officio dead? I have generally no idea. I forget if he quit or not. I generally don't know. Hope the guy's doing well. I know Ali got into some shit, from my understanding. I think she just was. Essentially, it was just bullying. It wasn't even like she was a horrible person. It's just the fact that she bullied someone. I don't know. I don't know. I'll probably still talk to her, but fuck if I know. Maybe I gotta look more into it. Yeah, in conclusion, there's always a reason I collabed with the same people, and I wanted to use Rivals SMP to not only meet some new amazing people, which I have, I also just wanted to fix my social anxiety little by little. And I think since Rivals SMP, I've definitely gotten better with talking with people. I've joined the Challies Hide and Seek. I did it the one time, and then I did it the one time for charity, and it was fun. I met some cool new people. It was amazing. I even participated in some other events throughout this that also have made me meet some new faces, which also has been incredible. Shouts out to the event community. I'm not huge within it, but I do a lot of Bedrock events such as MCBC and WMCT, and those are pretty cool. So, shouts out to those. But yeah, social anxiety was one thing. The second thing I joined Rivals SMP for was mainly just to experiment with survival content. And I think y'all might have noticed that this year that I really did try experimenting with survival content. We tried Mystic Horizons, the very huge mod pack a couple months back, early at the beginning of this year, and I liked it. It was just a lot of money, and I didn't want to keep paying for the server, so just stopped it. And overall, it taught me a lot of mods. I also tried doing some more smaller mod content, like the horror mods, which I do actually have a couple of them planned, because y'all guys might realize I didn't do anything scary for this October. Don't worry, like last year, because last year I had to move some stuff into November, we're doing the same thing, except this month is going to be a little bit more hefty with horror stuff. So, you like scary stuff, it will be happening a lot this year, so just like FNAF fan games, Halloween updates to stuff, and yeah, just shit like that is what I'll be doing. But I just wanted to experiment more with survival content. In conclusion, it depends what it is, really. I don't know. To me, it's not for me. I just don't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. And it definitely was a different experience that made me enjoy it more, with like the daily challenges that Rivals SMP had, the weekly challenges, and the main challenges. But like, I don't know. I just still, in terms of content, the stuff I would like to produce is more still server side. That's just kind of my opinion. Like in terms of like minigame servers and shit. But in conclusion, the final thing I joined Rivals SMP for was to do Java content. I wanted to try to move into Java stuff while still maintaining the Bedrock stuff. It's kind of come to my attention that I've done Minecraft for so many years. Earlier this year made me kind of realize I've done so much Bedrock over the years that I've neglected Java as a whole. And yeah, I did like the occasional MCCI every time a new season dropped, but then like I think a year literally went by, and I know they dropped their fishing game, and I just skipped it. And then during the subathon this year, I was like, wow, because I know we did Mystic Horizons and a couple of other Java stuff. I kind of figured season 5's on the horizon. Let's play some Java, you know? And I enjoyed it. And I knew, and it kind of got me in that mindset to play Java because I knew I had to apply for the SMP, and it made me want to apply for it more, knowing that I was playing Java. So I basically trained myself to play Java, and I think I've gotten a lot better at Java PvP than I think I ever have before, and that's amazing to me. And yeah, I pretty much achieved 3 of the goals I wanted to achieve, and yeah. People don't know Rivals SMP. I think this just in the short answer, what Rivals SMP is it was a variety content creator SMP that was the 2 hosts, Lowell and Jervy Ross. Shout out to both of them. They hosted it alongside with some staff, and it was basically the premise of it was there's 4 different teams of 4 people, which equals 16 people. You had daily challenges, which happened every single day. You had weekly challenges, meaning you had a week to complete stuff, like such as like building a structure, building your homes at the start. There's different weekly challenges. And then you have main challenges, which is every Saturday is when the main content happens. Was it a perfect SMP? No. But in general, I think for the first SMP I partaken in, and just generally seeing the stuff they cooked up for it, it was fun. It was incredible, and I enjoyed it. So, I'm very happy I took part in that. But, the true answer, like I talked earlier, is what's going to be happening now. I've already talked about with Twitch, on how Twitch is recently and how it's demotivated me. And in conclusion, I'm not stopping the Twitch channel, if that's what people are thinking. Listen, it's like, I won't deny and say that I had a thought of stopping this Twitch channel. I did. I actually had a thought of switching over. I mean, fuck, it got so bad, I actually thought of switching over to Kick. That's how bad I got. Like, that's how, like, mentally irritating it was to my brain that I generally even just thought of switching over to Kick. Which, again, as much as Kick, I believe, has gotten better as a platform in terms of stuff, still has its issues. It's still owned by a huge fucking gambling and crypto company, from my understanding, and I don't really vibe with that much. I know some people probably just don't care and just stream on the platform. That's on you. I mean, fuck, if you actually look up my name, I actually have a Kick account, believe it or not. I made the account when the platform launched, but so no one can take my name. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if there's like some other huge like streaming platform that pops off, then I'll make the switch to that and we'll see. Other than that, there hasn't been anything. Except for one platform. This is a platform I saw literally today, so take this with a grain of salt, and I'm not really gonna bother trying to stream on it until I'll probably like give it a month or two, and then maybe if it's actually good, maybe I will. There is a platform called Tubbly, I think is what it's called. I don't know, it's like Tubble, and essentially it's owned by Tubbo, which let's remember the last thing Tubbo owned. It was Tubnet, and y'all remember how that went, where he just didn't promote it at all. I mean, shit. I don't know. I'm still a bit iffy about it, but I did see it, and it's pretty much similar to like Kick and Twitch, which I kind of saw that coming. I don't know. If the platform does well, I'll look into it more. I'll stream on it. Maybe we'll even eventually do the switch over to it. Probably not, but we'll see. So, with talking about all of these little things aside, what is pretty much going to be happening for the remaining of this year? And I know we had a talk like this recently, but I figured with the ending of Rivals SMP, I figured we would have this talk again, just because I've had some change in minds on some stuff, and I think I do need to explain some stuff in terms of like stuff I haven't done, stuff I need to do, and just things overall. So let me go through. I actually have the list pulled up on my right monitor, so let's start off with this. Sub goals from 2024. Let's talk about the both things I needed to do. The Friday Night Funkin' multiplayer. It's dead. It's not fucking happening. I'm sorry. It just isn't. I know it's a sub goal and I should be doing it, but quite frankly, in a day of age where the only IRL friend I know is Danny, and he is very, very busy pretty much majority of the week with life, sports, and other stuff, because he actually has a life compared to me, it's pretty much impossible to do stuff like that. The only times I think I would be able to do stuff like that is possibly late December. But I kind of have some other idea during December that I would rather do that will take up majority of my time. So please bear that in mind. Second thing, I believe one of the second sub goals was a tournament that I wanted to do for $100. That was going to be a gauntlet of variety games, and I was going to call it Aidquin's Gauntlet. That's not been scrapped, but it's been placed on the back burner. You might be seeing a trend with a lot of the ideas I've had in the past, mainly just because I've learned one thing with my brain, that is I can't multitask, and two, I need to stick with something. Because if I don't, like, just say for example, like a YouTube video. I have something recorded and I have to edit it, which I haven't still learned how to edit. I'll talk about that soon. Let's say for example, I need to edit a video and I need to get it done, right? My brain cannot structure that into different days. I have to do it all in one day. Because what ends up happening is I edit, let's just say for example, I start editing half of the video. And then I'm like, all right, it's late. I'm going to go to bed. I wake up and I see in the next morning what I've edited. And I go, this is shit. I'm fucking deleting it. And then I delete it. That's me with pretty much majority of my ideas, is that I cook up some stuff. I think it's really good in the moment. And then when I ignore it for months and come back to it, I scrap the entire thing because I thought it was shit. That's how my brain is, unfortunately. Damn, my throat. Hold on. I am a little ill, unfortunately. So, sorry for the coughing. So yeah, in terms of the tournament, I still want to do it in the future. It's just placed on the back burner for now until I actually find some proper time to get into it and maybe do it for something. Well, in the future, we'll see. Alright, next additional list I want to talk about. 2025 sub goals. Because yes, we did another subathon, and let me just go over a lot of the sub goals that I haven't done yet. Because yes, there is a good amount of them I haven't done yet. I know I've been questioned why I haven't done them. So I am here to give you a definitive reason on all of the sub goals that I have to do still and why I haven't done them. I actually don't have that list pulled up. I need to pull it up still. I believe it's literally just here. Yeah, it's just here. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go through this slowly but surely. So, starting off with the first one. Also, the overlay might be changed because they changed how Minecraft full screen works in terms of like going in and out of it, so I have to do it like this. Anyways, first one is the 24-hour cookie clicker stream. I plan to do that in December because it's gonna be when I'm gonna have the most time to do it. Excuse me. It's gonna be when I have the most time to do it, and I'm gonna be able to do it more efficiently from there. Do another Hypixel Skyblock stream. I plan to continue the bingo board we started back in 2024. I know that's kind of stupid on why I waited so long to continue that, but that's the only other thing I can think of, and if Thunder gives me like a different idea to do for that, I will. But that was another idea I will be doing probably in December. Future VR stream. I have a VR headset, but it's very old. I haven't used it in like a year. It's very dusty and it's pretty much outdated. So, with that being said, I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to do this idea. If I keep this idea as a thing, I will say one thing. The thing I would do for VR is probably Five Nights at Freddy's is VR, and I think the second VR game, you have Help Wanted and Help Wanted 2. I'm thinking of doing both of those. I think is what I'm thinking of doing, but maybe that's just me. I think if there's anything else I need to talk about for VR. I don't know. If I get it working, then maybe we'll just do it for some other shit. Who knows? Okay. The Repo $100 tournament is something that I have kind of in mind on how I want to host it, but it's more of trying to get it going, essentially. For one, I'd have to make a whole new server for it, or just keep it in the event server, which I could. I'm thinking of doing that. I want to actually do 6-player teams. The only issue is that's going to take a lot of effort. I'm going to treat it like TZ's Lethal Company. If you don't know TZ's Lethal Company tournaments, I've participated in them. There's a few of them up on my VOD channel. And essentially, you have 3 hours to reach a high quota, and whoever pretty much has the highest quota within 3 hours or has reached the highest round will kind of tally up into some points. But basically, whoever has the highest score wins, essentially, from there. That's kind of my plan with Repo. I'm just going to do pretty much that same format, but with Repo. It's just a matter of getting the people and kind of explaining it all to them. But should go pretty well whenever I get around to doing that, which hopefully will be in December too. I have a lot planned out for December if that wasn't obvious. But again, stuff can easily change, stuff can happen, and some stuff might be pushed back to next year. Anyways, for the voice changer, I'm going to be real with y'all. I could probably do that anytime I want. That's me actually having to go figure out how to do all of that. I actually think I have everything for it. I just haven't been bothered to implement anything whatsoever. So that's an easy one I can do. I can probably just do it whenever I come back to it. So you'll probably see that eventually. Minecraft reviewers try to make me lose. Basically crowd control. I tested out the crowd control for Peak in terms of collabing with a few of the Rivals SMP members. It went pretty well. It was pretty fun. And I plan to continue to try to test it out. And then we'll do the Minecraft but viewers try stopping me. Essentially. It should go pretty well. Hopefully. Host a viewer Olympics for fun. Oh man. Oh man. where do I begin with just the Olympics as a whole? Um, Here's kind of my short answer in terms of the Olympics. I've not stopped it. I don't think I ever will fully stop it, but it eventually will be finished, and I eventually will try to finish it. My only thing that I've kind of realized is the way I host these Olympics is just kind of been with friends or viewers. I plan to fully change how the Olympics work, essentially. Allah. I don't speak Spanish, but I'm just gonna type Allah back because I actually know what it is, and then I'll probably leave the lobby soon. What's up here? So yeah, I don't understand his language, bro. I just don't. I don't understand the language, bro. Anyways, what was on about? Oh yeah, I was on about the whole Olympics thing. In short, I plan to completely reboot the Olympics and change how I host it. I'm pretty much gonna try to come up with some unique ideas in terms of Hive stuff and kind of come up with my own twist in terms of stuff. Excuse me. One thing that I do think that will remain is some core Hive game modes like Bed Wars and stuff like that, but I will be changing how the Olympics works fully. So please bear that in mind. But before I could even host a Viewer Olympics, I have to even have the thought of time to even like want to do those changes, which again will happen eventually, and I'll try to get to it, and I'll probably make a proper announcement down the line whenever I have kind of all of that set in stone. So yeah. This one needs a little bit of explaining because this is one that I actually was gonna do as soon as possible, but I stopped myself, and I'll explain why. This one is release more concept art. You may be thinking, Aiden, you probably have a lot of concept art for stuff right now, and I'll tell you this, I do. I actually have a lot to the point it's over around 30 plus images, possibly. It's for a bunch of different things that have kind of occurred, and a bunch of different things that have been made, and I would love to show it off, except I can't right now because I'm waiting for a lot of stuff to be finished. I'm waiting for a lot more things to be done, and once a lot more of those things are done, then I'll start showing some concept art. If I did the concept art thing right now, it would probably only be a couple of things, and I wouldn't really be as satisfied. So that's kind of why I haven't done it. Oh man, host Jackbox of viewers. To tell you the honest truth, I went through a lot in August, and I also went through some stuff in September, although it did calm down a little bit. In October, well, starting off with like the whole thing with Rivals SMP. I got carried away with Rivals SMP in late September or somewhere in September, and in October I was busy with some stuff and Rivals SMP at the same time, and I just didn't have the time for Jackbox. This will be soon. I will actually host Jackbox very soon because I am aware people wanted me to do it, and I think it'll be fun to do it, and I'm gonna definitely do it hopefully this month. This month I am hoping to do it. Fingers crossed I won't forget. Oh man. I actually skipped over this one. Make more emotes. Believe it or not, those are in the works. I actually have more emotes in the works. I actually already talked about this. Originally, my plan for October was to do a full-on purple remake, like makeover, where there was going to be like the 5 free emotes. I actually commissioned the same artist to make 5 new emotes, but for purple character, our purple demon character we have for one of my OCs. Pretty much one of my colors. I also had a profile made. I was also gonna have a new intro music made. The short answer for all this, the emotes are still in the works. When they're done, I will showcase them, and I'll try to do a small miniature purple remake over for like maybe a day or two, and I'll probably cut it off there. Yeah, plan to still have that the profile will be also be shown, and the intro music unfortunately probably won't happen. If I do make it happen, I'll probably commission a different composer or a different musician that I know is trustworthy, such as Island Boy or somebody else. We'll see who kind of happens with there. But yeah, in conclusion, more emotes, they're on their way. Not only those 5 emotes, I also have some other ideas for emotes, and I also do want to get some viewers' ideas for emotes too. So that'll be pretty cool. Oh man, I'm skipping over these two because I think those two are the most those two are the most ones I gotta talk about. So let's talk about this one. Repo, but my viewers try to stop me. Same explanation with crowd control, still testing it. Once I get crowd control more kind of set in stone, we will be doing that idea for content, definitely. Tried to beat a hard FNF mod one-handed. So this is kind of where I'm gonna delve into a little bit of YouTube. I have a different segment for YouTube in terms of the main channel and why stuff hasn't happened with it. Because I think, and if you go to the main channel right now, excuse me, it says coming soon, October 2025. You might be realized that didn't happen. We'll talk about that in a little bit. In terms for right now, a lot of the ideas I have for sub goals and future ideas I haven't done because I've been trying to prepare for YouTube. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to it, but essentially I've been having a lot in the works that I haven't been able to show y'all because a lot of it's for the main YouTube channel, and trust me, I have poured pretty much my heart and soul into the amount of ideas I've cooked up for in terms of content ideas. Hira has also, shouts out to Hira, basically, if you don't know her, she's pretty much my main artist now. You might have seen some of her work within my server or even in my Trusted One server. She's been having fun. She's also been cooking up some really good shit. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that soon. I'm hoping to showcase more stuff soon of what she's done for me. But if anything, huge shout out to her. She's done a lot more than I have recently, to be honest, and I cannot thank her enough. Generally, I can't stress enough. I'm really excited for y'all to see what she's done. Generally, I'm so hyped. What is that guy doing? Sorry. But in conclusion, what I was on about is a lot of the ideas I have, I'm saving for main YouTube channel ideas, and that's kind of why the hard FNF mod hasn't happened. I actually already know what mod I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna reveal what mod it is yet, but you might be getting an idea of what it is soon. But just know that idea is planned, and I want to do that before the end of this year. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen. I might have to push that over to 2026, but we'll see. Last but not least, before I get over to the 2 main ones that I know people are probably questioning the most, this one is chat forces me to play whatever game they want me to play. Now, that game actually has been decided, and that game is Date Everything. So you're probably wondering, why haven't I done it? In short, I got demotivated. Simple as that. I've already actually talked about it throughout this VOD, so you can literally just rewind and listen again. I've been very demotivated. I haven't been motivated to really stream anything else besides Rivals SMP because I was required to stream Rivals SMP. And with that being said, I kind of just had the idea, and when I wanted to do it, it didn't feel like anybody would even... Like, my mind kept telling me that nobody's gonna watch, nobody's gonna stick around. You might as well just don't do it. And that's what my mind kept telling me. Rest assured, this month, no matter what, I don't care if I even have 0 viewers, I'm playing it. I'm just gonna play it. Simple as that. So that will happen this month. So, the final 2 I'm gonna talk about because, oh man, I know you guys have been really, really waiting for these 2. Let's talk about this one first. Finally tried to work on an official x8quads texture pack for Minecraft Bedrock and Java. I am thinking of doing that, but I know that's a little more work. Here's my thing. You may be wondering, Aiden, have you done any planning whatsoever for this texture pack? No. What do you think I just thought of how I'm gonna do that? Because I'm not an artist. I don't cook up any shit for that. Right? That's just something I don't do. So let me give you the rundown of future stuff, or not future stuff, but just past stuff that has been done for this texture pack. First, it was Calico that was working on it. We had a simple kind of demo that I actually previewed on my stream, and that was it. You never saw the light of day of that texture pack ever again. I actually don't even know where it's at. I don't even think I can find like the files for it anymore, is how bad that's like. It's like lost media. It's straight up lost media. Like, I don't think I can actually find it. But anyways, moving over to a different idea where I actually went back up to Calico to see if we could work on it again. Didn't work out. We didn't get anywhere with that, unfortunately. And then the last iteration I had was a couple years back with Void, one of my mods at the time. I don't think they're no longer a Twitch mod, unfortunately. However, I am gonna resort them to. They have been resorted to a Discord mod and soon a YouTube moderator, which I will. That's for all my mods, whether you're lurking right now or kind of exist in my staff chat, or you used to be a mod for me and you're still in my staff chat. That will be talked about at a later date. You will get a lot more info on that, hopefully this year. Trying to see if there's anything else I have to iterate. But in short, I don't have anybody for the texture pack. However, if there's an idea I'm going with, it's going to be based off of this character, my Rainbow DJ, my main OC. It's going to be based off of it. It's going to be rainbow themed, so if you don't like rainbow colors, sorry, that's probably not for you then. I also want to make it for Bedrock and Java, and if you're wondering what texture pack it's going to be, of course, it's going to be a PvP texture pack, because that's kind of the main thing we've done for years, and as much as I've kind of strayed away from the sweaty behavior I used to be in terms of like sweats and stuff like that, I'm going to stick with my word, and I'm definitely going to make this a PvP texture pack, and hopefully get that cooking up eventually down the line. Final thing that I technically mentioned at a different time, like a week or two back, but I'm going to mention this again. The Subnautica playthrough. Oh man. When am I doing Subnautica? And this will be a little bit different this time, because this time I'll have the VOD channel, meaning if I start it and just not finish it, it's gonna look weird. We're starting it at near the end of this month. It's gonna start near the end of this month. I'll have a date on a release date on when, not really a release date, but more of like an official like date on when I'll be starting it soon. However, I will be putting a little bit of a twist to it just because I want to do it for content. Here's kind of my thought process on this, and I know I don't normally do this shit for money, but here's kind of my goal. When the Subnautica playthrough starts, all the money I make via that will be going to charity. Now, there's not going to be any sub goals, there's not going to be any incentives or anything like that, there's not going to be a timer, it's just going to be straight up all going to charity throughout that limit. Meaning I will be capping the kind of the amount I've made and then going from there. That's the idea. Now, if I don't do that idea, then oh well. But that's kind of what I'm telling myself now, because I want to do it for charity. That way it motivates me more to play the game, because I'm aware I have, you know, thalassophobia, I think is what it's called, and essentially I say fuck the ocean and I absolutely hate it. So to motivate myself to play Subnautica more, I want to kind of do it like this, and I'm hoping that's gonna work out better for me. Sorry. Been a lot of talking, and my throat hurts. Give me 1 second, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay, anyways. Also, by the way, they updated the UI. It's shit. I mean, I guess it's okay. I've kind of gotten used to this. I'm not used to this, though. Essentially, if you want to see the people in your lobby, you have to click this, and then it goes off of this, which I think is lame. It's stupid. Don't like that at all. But, however, if I click in and out of the Minecraft thing, look, it doesn't tab out. Like, if I click out of it, it doesn't tab it out anymore, which is really cool. I'm glad they fixed that after years of us wanting that, so that's cool. Anyways, off topic. No, sorry. That's everything in terms of the 2025 sub goals. In short, some of them I'll be getting to soon, some of them I'll be getting to at a later date this year, and some of them will be happening in 2026. In theory, I want to have all of them done. In terms of the 2024 sub goals, the Gauntlet idea has been put on the placeholder and will be happening hopefully in 2026. The 2-player FNF is just something I will do whenever it kind of occurs to me, and I just go, oh, hey, Danny, since you're here, you want to do it? And we'll just go, sure. Simple as that. That's kind of how we're going to be doing it. So yeah, the final thing I want to talk about. Just the last thing. And I guess since we've been kind of walking around, and mainly because I wanted to focus on that, just play some more Bed Wars. Sorry, we've just been walking around. I haven't done much. But, let's talk about the final thing. The main YouTube channel that I announced during Subathon. Oh man. I was really hyped to announce it, but I'm gonna be real. I made a huge mistake. I think I announced the YouTube channel way too early. If that wasn't obvious already. I should have waited and learned how to edit. I should have waited for moments to happen. And in conclusion, if I had announced it like today, it generally would have been a better time to announce it. Let's just be real here. In conclusion, I wish I didn't announce it until like December, but here we are. I have changed my vision on this YouTube channel, and stuff will be changed. First of all, I plan to ask Kira to change up the banner. I will be adding more stuff representing other games such as Plants vs Zombies and Friday Night Funkin'. Maybe even throw in some like Balloons TD6 reference because that's funny. It's not going to be just a Minecraft only channel like I've talked about before. It's going to be more than that. While you still will be getting Minecraft Bedrock, Hive, other servers, you'll be getting Java stuff. You will also be getting variety such as like Friday Night Funkin', Plants vs Zombies stuff, any other indie game I can think of, and anything else I want to be passionate about. You'll be getting a lot of different shit. It's not going to be a consistent channel in terms of one idea. It's basically going to be something I want to do for fun. I can't tell if that was lag or not that guy had. But yeah, it's basically going to be whenever I want, which I'm really looking forward to. There you go. I have started to learn how to edit, and I did learn a few new things that hopefully will help me with the introduction video. I've talked about this already, but my original vision for the introduction video was to make it a 15-minute video. Yeah, I'm stupid. Trust me, I am. Instead, it will be a 3 to 2 minute video on just introducing the channel, what's it going to be about, and what's going to be happening throughout the channel's, future, pretty much. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna rewrite the script eventually, just haven't gotten around to it, and we'll be getting to that hopefully soon. Why are you rushing me? Oh no, you're just in the middle. I'm just going this way, guys. Just a lot of ums. I know, sorry. I don't really have a script for this part. I had kind of like a list of the things I wanted to talk about, just not really a script. But, yeah, no, in terms of the main YouTube channel, though, I have a lot of ideas, but I've quickly learned that they're gonna take a long time for me to even make them, just because I don't know how to edit. and I want to learn how to edit my own stuff. If I had just said I'm gonna make other people edit for me, then obviously things would be different right now and stuff actually might be out. But I don't know, to me it doesn't really feel right if I get someone else to edit for me, because it doesn't feel like it would be made by me, and I feel like I wouldn't be as proud of it than if I had just made it, pretty much. Do I plan to do stuff in the future that might need more editors, to where, for example, short form content? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm never probably gonna edit short form content. If I'm like extremely bored and want to learn one day, then maybe, but I just want to learn to make main YouTube channel stuff in terms of long form content. I'm not really here for the short form stuff. However, if someone was gonna edit for me, that would probably either be Hero, because I know she's mentioned she could do it, or I might get somebody else to edit for me. I wouldn't pay them, because I'm not paying Kira to really necessarily edit. She's just kind of offered it to me. But yeah, I mean, shit, if you want to fucking edit shorts for me, I mean, go for it. I know some people have recommended or offered in the past, so maybe I'll kind of return to that, but who knows. But in terms of long form ideas, I kind of have a lot of those set in stone. Did he just get yellow? Oh, he did. Okay, well, he's probably just gonna go to my base now, so I will... Do I think I can do this quick enough? I don't think I'll be able to. Oh my god, I did it quick enough. No, he's here. No, he's here. That's insane. I did it on the dot. It's fine. I have this stuff now. Is he going back to his base? I don't know where he's gonna be going. He's going to yellow? Why? Hello? Okay, he's just going back to my base. Yep. Whew, sorry, I had to focus on that. I didn't want him getting away there. I really didn't. Oh, man. Alright, cool. What the fuck were we on about? Sorry. I feel like every time I lock in, and I just forget I was ever talking to begin with. Oh, yeah. So in conclusion, the main YouTube channel will be happening this year. Just this year, I'm gonna revert the changes back to 2025. And we'll see what happens. However, I will make it up to y'all. I will work on the introduction video, and I'll say when it's done. However, the plan I want to do for the introduction video is I want to also do a Q&A video. So here's kind of my plan. Whenever the introduction video drops, I will also be dropping the info on the Q&A video, and the second I see any questions, I'm also going to get starting to work on that. So I think pretty much how I'll do is I'll start working on the Q&A video, and then once I switches to the segment of, you know, it actually answering y'all's questions, I will be going from there. So, with that being said, you guys will be getting 2 videos before the end of this year instead of 1, because I originally was only going to upload the introduction video this year, and then I wasn't going to worry about YouTube until next year. You'll be getting 2 videos instead, and if I feel like it and I've gotten better at editing, you might get more than that. So, we're going full on out with YouTube. My final thing that I want to talk about is in terms of multi-streaming via YouTube. This is something that I've talked about before that I want to do, but it also will defeat the purpose of the VOD channel. So, here's kind of the plan with the YouTube multi-streaming. I will only multi-stream ideas that I believe are deserved to be multi-streamed. Is this guy sweaty? Or is he just lucky that he... Okay. I don't think you have a weapon. Yeah, you don't have a weapon. Out of here. I was like, the way he's playing kind of feels sweaty, but I guess not. I don't know. That was weird. I will only multi-stream kind of events, for example, is kind of what I'll be doing. Like events, maybe if Hive updates, or if there's a huge update, a huge game has dropped, a huge Friday Night Funkin' mod has dropped. That's like the only time I will ever multi-stream on YouTube. However, there will be days where I will do YouTube exclusive streams exclusively for YouTube. My plan for those is to essentially make that the new alt channel for Minecraft grinding. I know that's kind of stupid, but it's also something that I'm looking into just for stuff to play with viewers, because here's kind of my thing. And I know I said I kind of left this kind of side of content, but I want to start playing with viewers again. I really do. I feel like I can't really do that due to like the audience I have right now, because I mean, in short term, a lot of my audience either is very busy with jobs. Oh, sorry, I forgot to censor that. A lot either busy with blank or schoolwork, college, high school, depending on what you are. A lot of my audience is also more grown up, therefore a lot of people are more busy with other stuff. So that's why I don't really get the same viewership as I once did a couple years back. And some people have also just moved on for whatever reason. It could be for literally anything. I don't really care. All I know is that, you know, Twitch channel's not the same. I don't get the same amount of people as I once did. However, on the VOD channel, I see potential. There's a lot of people on the VOD channel that come on by and go. So I figured with the VOD channel, I'll probably try to get stuff going. Like once I've launched the main channel, I'll promote it on the VOD channel. And hopefully I'll do a lot more for the main channel in terms of playing with viewers. Which also will mean playing with viewers will be coming back on the Twitch channel. Just, I'm going to try to make it more prominent every time I multi-stream via YouTube or do exclusive streams to YouTube. That's kind of the plan. I know it's confusing and you probably won't understand it right now, but that's kind of where my mindset is. And maybe my mindset will change after some time, because it always tends to do that. Who knows? Do I need to get a pearl? I guess I will. Guess I will, and also get some beds. I still gotta destroy turrets, and I also do gotta, whatchamacallit, I think what sucks is that guy, no matter what, pretty much does more damage to me. I wonder if I should just head back to base. I think I'm gonna head back to base. Oh, yeah, he's right. Do I have enough in here for... I do. Okay, do I have anything else I want to buy here? No, not really. Okay. Okay. Let's just try rushing a team now, I guess. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I think I pretty much have talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I think the only thing I can really think of right now that I'm just trying to like think of off the top of my head is that in terms of content for the future of this Twitch channel, I want to continue it. However, I think I've already talked about that daily streaming probably will be not happening next year. There will probably be like 1 or 2 days I probably won't stream out of the week. That's kind of where I'm going with. Mainly just so it gives me time to do YouTube stuff. It also gives me time to do some college stuff. So I'll probably plan that schedule accordingly. I know I haven't had a consistent schedule at all, but I know today is Sunday, so starting next week, we'll be starting to have a consistent schedule again on ideas and stuff. A lot of the ideas I have right now will not be Minecraft related because I want to start getting into some Friday Night Funkin' stuff. I want to start finishing some Plants vs. Zombies stuff, and I want to also do some other variety stuff for Halloween and also some other stuff. However, I will try to sprinkle in Minecraft in some ways. You'll be seeing that soon next week in some other ways. But yeah. Last but not least is orange. Which I haven't even seen orange. I've also realized it's only 6 p.m. and it's already dark out, but forget about the daylight saving shit. Ooh, wait a minute, that's not... Okay, we're good. That almost was bad. There we go. Whew. But yeah, I pretty much have talked about everything I've wanted to talk about now in terms of my plans. And also for my future self, I will also remind myself about this VOD because I know I'll forget everything I've said today. And I will also use this VOD as a reminder for the things that I have mentioned. Okay. So because I don't want this stream, I'm just gonna pub. Because I don't want this stream to be extremely long and I want it to be mainly a ramble, I'm gonna end the stream here, I think. This was kind of just gonna be that small stream I wanted to do. If I do go live again, it probably won't be until like 8 or 9 p.m. and I'll probably just like, I don't know, do something else. Probably not though. If I do go live, it'll be on the alt channel. The alt channel is where I'll probably stream and just like, I don't know, play the game and yap with people, you know, about random stuff. We'll see. As for this, I'm gonna cut this stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll support. Tomorrow will be the return of Plants vs. Zombies. I plan to do either PvZ Fusion or the DLC mod. I'm not gonna play Replanted. I don't think I am. I'm not also gonna do a stream on PvZ 3. Maybe I will. I have kind of been thinking about doing those games just for content sakes, but I don't think I will. And if I do, then we'll see what happens. But yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching Adult Sport, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's Plants vs. Zombies stream on whatever idea I think of. Peace. Thank you so much for watching.